Such an interesting time of year, Christmas. I just wanted to take some time and just talk about this year, this day, what it means to me, and some thoughts on it. It is 10:20 on Christmas Day. Just got back from spending the day with the family, with the wife. It's so interesting at this point in my life. I'm 31 years old and I don't have kids. The traditions growing up to where I'm at now and how those have changed. I finished the vlog late last night, Christmas Eve, and we slept at my parents' house last night. And seeing all the gifts laid out when we arrived, we got there 1:30, almost 2 in the morning. It still gave me that same joy that I had as a kid. Now it was a different joy and a different vibe and sensation that it was growing up, but a similar spark and love for this holiday and what it means. The definition and what Christmas means to me has changed over the years so much that as I've gotten older, it obviously as a kid, I feel like so many can relate to this, but it was all about the stuff. And as I've gotten older, it obviously has changed a bit. I would hope it has changed a bit. You see how the stuff is nice and it's beautiful and I'm so fortunate to be able to get the things I get for Christmas. But to be around, it just reminds me of how lucky I am to be around the people that I'm with. Where first third of the day, opening up presents, the second third of the day, we cook for everybody because we host a large Christmas dinner. And then the last third of the day is Christmas dinner. It's wild to me because it's become so normal, which I joked with both my mother and father today, was imagine going to somebody else's house for Christmas dinner. And it's such a foreign concept because I've never done it. Because my parents host anywhere from 20 to 50 people every year for Christmas dinner. It's amazing to see all of us and the family that my parents have built, not only with my siblings. Then you see all these other families who come over to my parents' house for Christmas, and that's like, none of them are blood related. These are family that my parents have built over the years, and it's the most beautiful thing. These are people who are wanting to spend their Christmas night with my family because they consider us family, and just realizing how fortunate and how not common that is, how unique it really is. Because as you grow up, these things that you always do every year are always standard, and you're like, doesn't everybody do this? Isn't this normal? And you really start to realize, no, it's not normal. I mean, in the sense of like, it's normal if whatever, others will have their own version of it, but it's unique to them and it's become our own traditions, and it's a standpoint of like, to think of anything else would be bizarre. To go to somebody else's house for Christmas would be kind of weird for me because I'm so used to everybody coming to us that it's a testament to what my parents have built. This Christmas, as I look forward to the next 30 years of my life, which will bring kids, hopefully not grandkids in 30 years, but so I hope this Christmas season you give some love to your family. You give some love to your friends. Don't be afraid to say thank you. Don't be afraid to give some cheer. And I know it sounds corny, it sounds cliche, but there is something to be said about doing it for others and about being selfless. But to genuinely and honestly be selfless. To genuinely and honestly be selfless and with no alternative motive. Don't post it to social media. That's why I'm making this video now, is that this vlog was never meant to show off my family. It is to show my journey, to show my life. And there are certain things in my life that I want to keep private and I want to keep for myself, and I don't care to record, and I don't care to let the world know about it. And that's okay. The same way you don't have to share everything on social media. I don't know why we're getting into a whole social media rant now, but my wife's making me shoot this right now, and I love her to death. And it's, you know, it just gets me thinking. It's like, this is day 18 of this, and I'm on, you know, I guess it's just the season and end of the year, Christmas. You just kind of see where are you at and what does the future have in store. And I'll end it with this. The thing I have discovered, this has nothing to do with Christmas, this has nothing to do with this, but this is anybody who's listened to this whole video deserves this message. Anybody who's successful, anybody who you think is successful, anybody who's steps ahead of you is still figuring it out. I'm still very much figuring it out. No one has it solved. They might have other problems solved that you do not have solved yet, but they're all still always trying to figure it out. All I can say is try your best to find happiness in the now. Try not to worry about things you can't control. The ideal life is what you set it to be. And that's what I try to remind myself every day is, and it sounds corny and it sounds lame and it sounds like a Hallmark card, but like, life is what you make it. You're the one who controls it all. You're the one who's in charge. I say this on my podcast. And no, this is not a plug for it, but I love you. And there's no reason why you can't be unbelievably successful, and I mean it. My holiday wish for you is that you find something you love and you do it every single day. And you don't worry about it having to pay the bills, it having to do this, it having to do that, whatever level of success and whatever that means to you. But you find something that you love to do. You do it every single day, and you do it every single day for the rest of your life. Because at the end of the day, that is what success is. You're just doing the thing that you love over and over and over again. That's what happiness is, in my opinion. And just achieving those goals by doing it over and over again. So find the thing that you enjoy. That's my wish for you this holiday season.